There's 250 people here? Wait, you're telling me there's 260 people listening to me ramble? I just read that in the chat. Oh, Shen. I really hope I'm keeping you guys entertained. I've seen the same few people comment. They have not been very nice to me. I'm very offended. I work hard to get this place. I worked very hard. Right, Spools? I worked very hard to get this job, huh?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, see, he did say yes. Now, it's already looking like an even game. I'm rooting for Nabi, but I'm predicting on Amy, because I want Amy to lose. I'm rooting on Nabi for one reason only. Because Amy still hasn't done an interview with me yet. I would love to do an interview with her. She just hasn't done it with me yet. It will happen. And Nabi takes the first stock. Thank you, Nabi. Thank you. That's my goat right there. I did an interview with that guy. Definitely, with the Ogre pick, I do think that Nabi can lose a stock at any second. Like right here, he could die at any second. But Nabi is definitely looking for a Gimp and almost had it, but Amy was just kind of like, fuck, nah. You're not getting that. You're not getting that at all. And Amy killed him. Wow. Nabi practically foaming at the mouth right now, thinking, this is my chance. I'm gonna eliminate her in front of the world. Yeah, I'm that rich. Biscuit, if you're that rich, pay everybody in the chat right now. Predicts up. Gamble, please. Just our sponsors, brother. Honestly, decently close game. Now, Amy is in the red, but it is Amy, so that's why I'm saying it's still very close. That Ogre pick can kill Nabi right now, with some tech, probably. Now, she dies. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say that she was one hit, but that just proved it. Amy is dead. Gone. Now at 1 stock, well, Nabi's at 2 at 106, which is basically 1 for that Ogre. I don't care. That Ogre character is evil. It is treacherous. I really don't like that Shrek. Now, Nabi's dead. Yeah, I was gonna make like an idea of what was gonna happen. That was not my idea. I did not think he was going to die. Said the recovery. Definitely one of the more favored moves that I've seen, like from the Gauntlets players that I've watched so far. Little Sarah tries to get the ground pound, but completely misses. It's kind of like when a soccer player goes for one of those like kicks on a goalie. Wait, do you guys call it soccer, or that's a bad question? Or football? Okay, the way you said normal name, I'm assuming you guys call it football. And AP takes it. Of course, it's that freaking Ogre, man. I feel bad for you, Nabi. I understand your pain. 519 damage done by Amy. 465 done by Nabi. Nabi, if you're listening right now, you have a lot of people that want you to win. So, therefore, you should get very nervous and let those nerves eat you up, man. And win. And I just read Amy say in a random Discord server, I'm in it for my swamp. Nabi, you're dead. There's no winning this, man. When Amy says something, it happens. I'm not gonna lie. She's proven it time and time again. But I do believe in. This is a very good matchup. The top 1 PR player and top 2. Good matchup. It's always one of my favorite types of matchups because, like, you know how like you watch like a movie and it's like the underdog is like kind of like shitting on the boss. That's kind of like what's happening right now, but the boss is kind of still winning. But you know the underdog could win. Now he is considered the underdog, but only very barely. Not by skill, not by determination. Only by one thing: a number. Just keep that in mind, chat. But for all those Amy Glazers out there, remember it's only a number. Nabi can still win this. I'm really hoping he's listening so I can give him these words of motivation, but I don't think he's listening, so I'm kind of just motivating myself into coping. That strike pick is going to win. There's no doubt about it, unfortunately. That's just my bias, very, very biased opinion. My realistic opinion is that they're very, very close. Amy is at her second stock, dead. Well, Nabi is at his first stock, 153. 168. Now, I do think that he was in a very bad spot there, and that was just waiting to happen. A lot of the kills I've seen have been like by like ground pound or like dare off of cannon. So watching it is easier to expect what happens rather than actually playing in it. Actually playing in it, I think I'd be like fearing. I do think that there is a little bit of like a mental barrier there, maybe, because of being top 2 for a while and then going against the best player. You kind of just have that mentality of they're the best player in your region. Now you gotta have the mentality of I'm going to be the best. Now I believe that Nabi can achieve this. I do. I really do. Kind of looking for anything to pull together a nice, beautiful string. Yeah, pretty much every Scythe player, they kind of just freestyle and do a lot of weird things, but it works because it's Scythe. Now, I am noticing that Nabi really likes his sidelight recovery as like a good kill option, which I don't disagree with, but he's definitely kind of just doing it instead of like going for an actual like reactive read or something like that I would expect most people to do. For the D-Light, does not kill. I think he's looking for any option that does kill. And that, he kind of just scared her away with his aura. They're dead even into the second game. 3 minutes in, just about, well, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, and they are very, very even. But, I was going to say he doesn't have a weapon, but now he does. Little N-Light to push him off stage. This is not a good spot for Nabi. This is not a spot that Nabi wants to be in. Tries to pull it back, but he ends up back in the same position again. They're both trying to like flip-flop in between each other playing stage control, which I find absolutely beautiful. Quick little dare coming from Amy. Just like any Axe player. Axe players always look for dare. And a D-Sig probably kills. Yeah, that ogre kills. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. 519 damage done by Amy, 432 done by Nabi. Can Nabi pull this back? I do think he can. I think it's possible. This would be the one time my prediction is right if Amy wins, and you know that is a good thing for me. But Nabi needs to win.
1 brawl.
3 ogre all the way. Still breaking dead even almost, but Amy definitely doing a lot of damage with that cannon. Some would say even almost unbeatable with that cannon. Now, I do find the shark crossover kind of interesting. It's definitely a weird looking crossover with the green stuff spewing out. That has to be toxic, right? You're getting hit in the face with a cannon, but instead of just being a normal blast, you're getting hit in the face with swamp water. That's disgusting, man. I'd be pretty pissed. So Nabi is probably definitely foaming at the mouth with anger. I would be too if I was getting swamp dust in my face. Very interesting kill option. I've never seen anybody go for that kill option right there in that situation ever in my entire life of living and breathing. Never. Not even when I was in the womb, I did not see that shit. Never ever would I ever contemplate that somebody would go for a GC N-Sig unarmed in that weird spot. But that is the type of player that Amy is. Unpredictable, very smart, definitely has the years of experience. But so does Nabi. They are both definitely veteran players. I don't know who started the game first, but Amy has definitely proved herself as one of the best players in Oz, if not the best. Most people consider her the best, and I don't disagree. Definitely showing that right now on why she is the best. Now, what are the predictions that she wins the whole tournament? 100%. That's crazy. Now, considering Nabi took out Taxi Evasion, which was the one set that she lost in a year, I do think that she does win. Kind of hoping somebody like stops her and just kind of like, nah, you're not getting this one. But I don't think that's the case. But Nabi is in the lead, but we do know it is Ogre. It is that Ogre. Amy is in a very bad spot here. Nabi really putting in that work. I really do feel like his teammate Fierce is probably in his career going, Brian's LARPing on you, bro. You gotta prove him wrong right now. You gotta pull back and beat the shit out of her. I feel really morally wrong saying that sentence out loud, but it is Brawlhalla. I guess Nabi today is choosing to fight back. Kind of saying, no, you're not gonna be PR1 anymore. I will be. Now let's see if he can prove this right. Why couldn't be Puss in Boots be for a Tory? Why would Puss in Boots be for a Tory? That just made me angry. 600 damage done by Nabi, one of the highest damage games I've seen so far. And 479 done by Amy on that Shrek. When I first came on stream, you guys were all like, who's this guy? This guy is gross. I've never... You're not the normal guy. Get out of here, bro. You guys are liking me? You know, the Twitch chat says something different from what I'm getting DM'd. I just received a DM. The commentating is making me want to... I'm not going to read that last part. I think that's TOS. But, of course, Nabi is in a bad state. I probably should have been looking at my screen. My bad, chat. Nabi is definitely in a bad spot. Amy showing what that Ogre can do. I don't think she liked the fact that she lost a match. In her head, she's probably like, I'm not losing to this guy. He's one rank below me. That's one rank too much. Amy with a whole stock lead. Now, Nabi. I love you, bro. And I think you did pretty well. But if you win this, and if you're listening, I can't send you money, I'm broke. But you'll get a nice long high five through a virtual screen. You did well, buddy. I really do think that Amy's winning this by a lot. Nabi nearly taking the stock there, and Nabi takes the stock. Alright. Let's get a round of applause for Nabi. I think he can win. It's possible. It's possible against the best player of the entire region for 4 years straight. Maybe getting a kill. 2-1. A complete stock ahead. It's possible, chat. It's possible for Nabi. I'm getting nervous watching this. Nabi honestly could do this. I'm feeling a surge of adrenaline running through me because I'm watching him play. He must be feeling the craziest adrenaline of his life. He's about to take a full stock from the player that's #1 in their entire region. That is a big accomplishment. I mean, I beat him way, and that was a player that was #1 in their entire region. I know I felt pretty good. Now, I really do think that Nabi can clutch this. He really does seem very locked in here. With every play that he's pulling out of a magic hat. This is not a good spot for Nabi, though. He's getting punished every time he comes down. Every time he comes down, there's just an ogre waiting on the ground for him. Not a good thing. And, ooh. Is he dead? He's not dead? Why does it look like Amy's just toying with him? This is wrong. This is morally wrong. Amy getting the kill? And, well, that's game, isn't it? 598 damage done by Amy to 416 by Nabi.